The NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Jeep.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. And now Amazon takes you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Steelers and the Jaguars. So let's send you out to Jacksonville with our announcers, Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn.
JB, Week 11 in the NFL, and the Pittsburgh Steelers remain perfect on 9-0 record as they match up with the Jaguars today in Jacksonville. Steelers fans with a chance to see their team in person and get a look at the AFC Offensive Player of the Week, Ben Roethlisberger, who is having an impeccable November. And here in the broadcast booth, Ian Eagle along with Charles Davis. Evan Washburn will join us from downstairs. This is a historic franchise, and it's the best start in team history. Let's go back over the last 20 years. Teams that started 9-0 or better, all of them made the playoffs. Dig a little deeper, 5 of them reached the Super Bowl, and then peel off another layer. 2 won the Super Bowl, Indianapolis and New Orleans. Right now, Charles, Ben Roethlisberger has entered the MVP conversation for Pittsburgh.
And he should. I mean, if we're making the same argument for Russell Wilson, that he's never gotten a vote before despite continued excellence, he should be in it. 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, the team's 9-0, and he's actually added to his game with these quick throws. The ball's out of his hand fast to some great targets downfield, but just when you start to press up on the receivers, he reminds you very quickly he still has the big arm and can throw it downfield.
Perfect record, yes. Mike Tomlin says we are not a perfect team right now, though, and the Steelers' ground game has hit a stumbling block of late, though they do enhance it with screens and jet sweeps the last 3 games. They certainly want to see that number improve. Defensively, they've been stellar, and part of their MO is the fact that they do it in such a timely manner when they need it.
You're exactly right about that, because they're not happy about their run defense over the last 3 games, but it hasn't affected their record because of plays like that. They get after you in the pocket. 4 sacks last week against Cincinnati, 36 on the year, and on 3rd down, they give up nothing now. 0 for 13 with Cincinnati trying to move the football.
Oh, meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this is the youngest team in the NFL. They are going with the rookie Jake Luton at quarterback for the 3rd consecutive week.
And Ian, he's very similar to Gardner Minshew in the fact that they were both 6th-round picks. Not much expected out of them, but both produced early. The first game for Jake Luton, 304 yards throwing the ball against Houston. He's very calm, he's very poised, and his team, they relax in his presence and play their best.
Let's get more on that from Evan.
Yeah, and for Luton, there can be a lot more at stake in this game than just the result, because Gardner Minshew, the presumptive starter and one-time face of this offense, was back on the practice field, albeit in a very limited capacity for the first time in 3 weeks, and suffering the multiple fractures in his right throwing thumb. As for who will be the full-time starter when Minshew's back fully healthy, that's not a cut-and-dry decision, according to Doug Moreau in our conversation with him. He said it's going to be very much predicated off of what Luton does in this field, and it's going to be week to week, fellas.
And Evan, we're not sure who'll be the full-time starting quarterback, but the full-time starting running back will be James Robinson. What a revelation coming out of Illinois State.
All right, time for us to do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot.
And what a decision they made in Pittsburgh to bring Robert Spillane on, now replacing Devin Bush. Big hit on Derrick Henry, pick 6 against Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. And a smart move by Jacksonville to sign Keelan Cole. He'll line up all over on offense, and what a great kick returner. The keys for the game: get ahead quick if you're Jacksonville, keep James Robinson's running in the game, and for Pittsburgh, rattle the rookie quarterback Jake Luton in the pocket.
It is the 27th all-time meeting between the Steelers and the Jaguars. Pittsburgh trying to make it a perfect 10-0 to start the season. We'll come back and get things started here in Jacksonville after this. on CBS brings us to Jacksonville. The Pittsburgh Steelers are rolling at 9-0. The Jaguars are 1-8. We'll have the opening kickoff next.